You're about to see a campaign ad of a wannabe U.S. congressman using his rifle to shoot down federal property. I'm not making this up. But before I show you this commercial, I want to read to you from the Declaration of Independence. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it. Watch as Matt Rosendale abolishes, destroys a part of the government that evidently is not interested in our liberty.
I'm Matt Rosendale, and this is how I'd look from a government drone. And this is what I think about it. The federal government is too big and too powerful. More taxes and regulations put Montana families out of work. Spying on our citizens, that's just wrong. I'm Matt Rosendale, and I approve this message because I'm ready to stand tall for freedom and get Washington out of our lives.
I'm stuttering because 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, you simply would not have seen an ad of somebody who wanted to be in the U.S. Congress picking up a firearm and shooting it at federal property. Okay? This shows the level of discontent that exists in the people. Now, let me explain to you what I mean. Any congressional candidate worth his weight in salt does polling, okay? This candidate knows that people are enraged by the NSA spying program. He knows that the people of Montana are enraged that their ranches and their farms are being spied upon by drones, okay? And he is so certain of the polling data, of the sense of what's going on, coffee shop talks, that he filmed something where he, in real life, if he had been doing it, would be committing a felony, okay? He'd be committing a federal crime. That's how bad things are getting. That's the level of discontent. And the reason that I read to you from the Declaration of Independence is because the founders of this republic, when they broke with the Crown of England, they knew that there was going to be bloodshed. Right? It was not a joke to them. I mean, this ad obviously is a bit of a spoof. When Thomas Jefferson and George Washington and other American founders said, we're done being a part of Great Britain. We are no longer going to be colonies. We will be free and independent states. They knew that they would either have to kill or be killed. They really did pick up weapons. Some of them, some of the American revolutionaries, were killed. They left widows. They left orphans. And they made widows and orphans of many women and children in England when they killed British soldiers. So it is no small thing, friend. It is no laughing matter. But when we get to the point where the words of the Declaration, when the government becomes destructive to the ends of protecting our God-given rights of life and liberty, it is the right, it is the duty of people to alter or abolish it. And what Matt Rosendale did in that ad goes far beyond comedy of shooting down a government drone. Okay? This has to do with the Second Amendment. This has to do with that rumbling that's beneath the surface, that one poll that we've discussed on this show, where there's a lot of Americans who think that at some point there's going to be an armed conflict civilly in America in order to defend our rights and our liberties. These are crazy days. Don't be too drunk with bread and circuses to miss what's going on. I'll be right back. This is the voice of resistance.